Welcome back to Truly Force-Free Animal Training. Today's Trainer Quick Tip is about Lyme disease. We are entering spring and summer. The weather's getting nice. We're going hiking and camping and doing adventures with our animals. And out there are ticks. And ticks sometimes get ignored. Sometimes people don't realize how dangerous ticks can actually be. I have chronic Lyme disease, so I know firsthand how serious Lyme disease can be and other tick-borne diseases. So if you're out and about with your animal, your dog, or your cat's outside, or you're on your horse, or your animals are exposed to ticks, it's really important to try to prevent it first of all. So getting a tick collar and a topical is best, particularly for your dog. Cats are a little more sensitive to some of the tick medications, so you want to make sure you're using a proper medication for your cat. But you want to double up with your dog, especially if you're hiking in hills, where you have a collar that will repel them and a topical that will actually prevent them from embedding in their skin. So prevention is key, but sometimes still a tick will get through that prevention. So after every hike, every camping trip, every walk, it's super important that you check your animal as well as yourself for possible ticks. Ticks can be anywhere. Commonly in dogs and cats, they're around their ears, in their groin area, or under their armpits, but they can be anywhere. On people, they can be anywhere. They can be on your back where you might not see them. Really important you check that out. For animals, sometimes people don't recognize the signs of illness. So if a tick has been on your animal for a long time, they could have given them Lyme disease or another tick disease. A common sign of Lyme disease in dogs and cats and some other animals as well is joint problems, and so they might start limping. You may take them to the vet and they don't see anything wrong. There's no muscle damage, there's no joint damage. So it's important to talk to your vet if your animal has been exposed to ticks. It's super important to let them know that they were bit by a tick, you removed a tick, how long it was. So keeping record of that if you pull a tick off, because if there ends up being limping or joint pain, you will need to treat it differently than you will if it was an injury. Typically, they need antibiotics for a prolonged period of time in order to kill the bacteria of Lyme disease. So it's important that as you're enjoying your pets and getting them outside during this beautiful weather, no matter where you are in the world, in America, in the United States, sometimes they talk about this as only an East Coast disease. That is no longer true. It's all over the United States and it's all over the world. So it's super important that you check out and make sure you don't have ticks on you and your animal doesn't have ticks on you. And if you can prevent it, great. If they get one, make a note of when you pull it off and make sure you tell your veterinarian, especially if some limping or some odd behaviors come about. In the human world, Lyme disease mimics lots of other diseases, MS, lupus, all kinds of different things. So it's important that you recognize that it could be Lyme disease and educate your veterinarian that they were in fact bit by a tick, if you know that. So enjoy your time out there. Try to prevent those ticks from getting you so that your life can continue to go on well. And I hope this video helps, and I'll see you next time.